Oi, oi. Do you know what? There's about a million different ways I wanted to start this today, but I feel like a clap's about deserved, There's not many teams that do that away to Manchester City. Now, listen, we're going to get into Trossard later, the little fucker. We will get into him. We will call him out. But fair play to Arsenal there. What a almost defensive masterclass, as you will. Not many teams will do that to Manchester City, especially for 45 minutes. And while it's really, really, really hard to come on camera, whilst basically my missus nearly had to scrape me off the floor with a spatula, it was so devastating. We're here. We're going to call it out and we're going to react to the game. Now, there's only one real place to start, really, isn't there? And unfortunately, Leandro Trossard. Mate, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, what the fuck are you doing? Now, I love Leandro Trossard. He's probably the best finisher at Arsenal. One of my favourite players. But when you're going to behave like this, you've got to be called out. And I don't care whether it's just me calling out, whether it's someone massive, whoever across the board. This is fucking unacceptable behaviour, especially considering 2 fucking weeks ago. Only 2 weeks ago, people. You've got Declan Rice doing exactly the same thing. You think, do you know what? We've lost 2 points here, probably because of that. But don't worry, the squad will fucking learn from it. 5 years into a process, they'll learn from it. What goes and happens today? I was sat there watching it on the sofa and thinking, do you know what? All you've got to do now, just a couple more minutes, 2-1, fucking unbelievable result. Just get to half time. Just get to half time. I was going, stupid of me. Went to my fucking fridge to pour myself a beer thinking, we've done it. Turn round. And he's done that. Sorry, Leandro. You fucking let us right down here. You've absolutely, well and truly cost us 2 fucking points. And when you actually look at the face of it, we'd be on top. We'd have 15 out of 15 here. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. We would have 15 out of 15 points if Declan Rice weren't a spastic. And Leandro Trossard, you're a double spastic for not fucking learning off of Declan Rice. I mean, come on. What is going on here? Is there a disciplinary problem going on at Arsenal? Is Arteta unable to identify that there is a disciplinary thing going on? Does he not warn or pre-warn his players for next times after mistakes? What one is it? I'll tell you what it is. None of them are fucking learning from it. And it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, let's take this example, right? So you've got Declan Rice, yeah? You've got Declan Rice. He kicks the ball away again, doesn't he, right? He hooves the ball away, but he's not on a yellow this time. Do you know what? These little tactical yellow cards, I'm all good with that. I'm fine with it. You see a little bit of dark arts in the second half, that's absolutely fine. But not while you're on a fucking yellow. Not while you're on a yellow. It's absolutely well and truly unacceptable, Trossard. You little fucking goblin. Go to bed. Mate, you look like you're about 5 days due of a bit of fucking sleep. And when you wake up, know that you've let the Arsenal down today. You've absolutely, well and truly let us down today, mate. Right. Sorry, Bosh. Run over. Let's go to some fucking chat. Jezza. Wow. Mate, big up yourself. It's heartbreaking, that, isn't it, bud? Absolutely well and truly heartbreaking, considering how close we were, considering what we know that victory would have meant. And let's face it, again, I'll repeat myself, not that many people would go and show that defensive solidarity after going 10 men down and face Manchester City away from home with Ireland and Manchester City purring. Oh, it's a right kick in the bollocks, isn't it, mate? But thank you very much for being here. Big up, fella. Cole, Bosh, this is what I'm talking. Wonderful faces in the chat today. Evening to you, my friend. Vic, absolute superstar. Hope everything's all right with you, my man. I'm looking forward very, very, very much for the time where me and you meet up before game and have a couple of beers. What a legend you are. Yeah, Vic says, obviously, yeah, Jez, Carl, yeah, what superstars, mate. So near yet so far. This is the reaction, mate. This is how I feel. It just feels like it's snatched away from us, doesn't it, mate? It's an absolute gutter, if I'm being totally honest with you. Yeah, Cole, 100, mate. The back line, that's why I started it with a clap. I didn't know how I was going to start it, mate, because I don't know how I ain't fucking had my missus ring up 999 and take me away for heart attack, if I'm being totally honest with you. What can we do? Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. Yeah, Jez says, evening, boys. Absolutely. Yeah, no excuses for Trossard. He's let the lads down. He's absolutely let us down today, Vic. There is no doubt about it, mate. Aces, good to see you in the chat, my man. Yep, Godfather Jez, he's a geezer. Terence Knowles, who's he? Hello, Dad. Good to see you too, my man. Good to see you yesterday. Nice to catch up. Aces says hello. Hello, brother. Vic, never give the ref an excuse to book us. We give it to him all the time, don't we? It's almost like we're fucking asking for it, regardless of what City did or didn't do yet. Exactly right, my man. It's fucking frustrating. Longhead, yet legend. Yeti, hello, my man. Thank you very much for coming over and showing some support. 2-2, I believe, was it? Forest, Brighton. Quite a good game, that, actually, to be fair with you. Still unbeaten, ain't you, mate? Going for that 2004 record. Big up, Yeti. Mama, superstar Geordie in the chat. Hello, my dear. How are you doing? Always a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming over. My new chief mod, superstar, deserves it, didn't she? Let's get it right. It's a decent result. Yeah, listen, Cole, mate. Honestly, right, I would have took it. I would have honestly took it at the start of the game. But that's what football is, It's unpredictable. You never know. I thought when we went 1-0 down the doors, I thought, do you know what? This channel's going to fucking write itself tonight. I'm going to steam in at the Arsenal because they've been fucking shit. But do you know what? You've got to applaud that, mate. I'm gutted too, fella. I totally, well and truly, 100% understand. Like I said, scraping me off the floor, but we'll show our faces, man, and we're going to call some stuff out and we'll talk about it. We'll have a little bit of fucking therapy. It's close. It was so close today, wasn't it? Mikel should have drummed it into the lads after Rice got 2 yellow cards. This is what I'm saying, Vic. This is exactly what I'm saying, my old mucker. Come on, man. You shouldn't actually. You're all fucking adults. You're all fully grown men in that squad. Let's get it right. You're not babies. You should have looked at that and thought, oh, shit. Do you know what? The refs are actually right on this, aren't they? Yeah, the refs are right on it. And what do you go and do? 1 game, 2 games after, you're just doing the same thing. It's an absolute fucking letdown of biblical proportions. Trossard, get some fucking sleep. When you wake up, stop being a prick. Absolute letdown. You've let the Arsenal down today, mate. No management tactics. Do you know what? For every other game apart from sort of today, do you know what, Aces? I'm totally with you. I am. I promise you. We'll talk about Arteta and his absolute shambolic fucking lack of in-game tactics. We'll do that soon, mate. I totally agree with you. Today, I didn't really think that he had maybe too many more options to do, There's no one really on the bench to exploit what Trossard had done to us. We could have obviously played better, but I think Arteta's looked at it and gone, do you know what? Break us down. And actually, really, that's the blueprint of the game. We're away from home. 11v11, whatever. Manchester City, break us down. It's your fucking job. You're the home team. Break us down, But yeah, it's still, as a whole, Aces, totally agree with you, bud. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Trossard, an absolute bellend. An absolute fucking bellend, mate. He's a 12-inch bellend, I'll tell you that. Let's get that right. Jace, what we're saying, afternoon now, and afternoon to you, man. Or evening now, isn't it, really? Depending on where you are, I suppose. If only we had a striker. Just saying. Look at Manchester City. All right, Haaland didn't really have too much to do today, did he? He didn't have a lot to do. Let's get that right. But done one thing. Straight away, as soon as he got a sniff, 1-0. There you go, isn't it? There you go. Almost like you need a striker to get points. Almost like you need a striker to win Premier League titles. Almost like you need Erling Haaland to win a treble, to win 4 in a row. But that's obviously lost on us. You know, we'll just play Havertz up front and not sign a striker. But we'll play him in midfield. Spastic. We'll get into that at some stage. Absolute retard. When will Mikel, for a start, when will Mikel realise that don't fucking work? Should have realised that at Aston Villa at latest, playing Havertz in midfield doesn't work. I'm not saying he done horrendous there, whatever, but yeah, come on. Hope to God Timber and California not injured. Yeah, I see them coming off. I'm setting up sort of this stream, so I don't actually really know, Vic, my man, if there was anything really that sort of happened to him. There might be an update now. I don't really know. I'm sure the chat at some stage will let us know as I get through it. But yeah, do definitely let us know, people. City play poor, so makes a draw that more gutting. Yeah, it doesn't remind me because the stakes were totally different. But you know what? It's sort of the ish reminds me a little inkling of that Champions League final. And by that, I obviously mean the sending off. And by that, I also mean, do you know what? If it was 11 v 11, things would have probably been a lot different. And obviously, like I said, not comparing the Man City game in the Premier League 5 games into a fucking Champions League final. But just that little, just that little point. Yeah. What could have been? Basically Arsenal, isn't it? What could have been? Just that we can't get over the line, isn't it? And that's sort of where it is. We almost got there. But when it just gets to that little crunch moment, and it could be a second, it could be anything. Unfortunately, in seasons gone by, we're found wanting all the time, haven't we? And that's sort of hard, it's sort of hard to take. Yeah, big up Mama, the queen of YouTube. Boy, listen, absolutely. She's a fucking queen in my eyes, mate. Let me tell you that. 100%. Big up Mama Flossie, you superstar Geordie. Big up the chat and mods, absolutely. We will have mods at the minute, but yeah, just Mama doing her thing. Raya, 100%. Rossi, mate, absolutely. He was immense. Almost saved the equaliser too. Listen, it's almost like he needed Ramsdale rather to fuck off before he blossomed. And look, Arteta created that weird little scenario, didn't he? And to be fair, there's loads of things that cost us the league, but that definitely didn't help, did it? Let's get that right. Especially at the start of the season, David Raya was looking like his fucking knees were wobbling every time the ball came near him. But now he started his first full season, and do you know what? He's got no like little Aaron Ramsdale, no fucking dad coming out and chirping in everyone's fucking ear on podcasts. And it's no surprise, is it, that he's actually doing all right? If only that scenario wasn't created at the beginning of the last season. Who knows? All ifs and buts, though, innit, really? Yeah, Mama. Big up, Jason. Yeah, big up, Jason, mate. Big up yourself, geezer. Yeah, that's it, Mama. Yeah. Big up, Terence. Middle name, Heathcliff. What a geezer. Big up, Mama. Yeah, mate. Guna Matata. Oi. How you doing, my bro? Oh, nearly there. How you doing, fella? All good, mate? Big up the chat as well. Sending out tissues from Arsenal fan. Give us some fucking Kleenex, mate. Over here. Go on. I'll see them biceps of yours, yeah. You give it a fucking lob, I'll catch it from Nottingham, mate. Yeah, you got t-shirts. Yeah. Classic. Yeah. Big up Aguna Matata. Yeah, big up yourself, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Big up everyone. Yeah, and big up everyone as well for being locked in. 100%. Vic, what we saying, my man? Fact City fans celebrated a draw. Has got to be a credit to us. Fucking agree with you, my boy. Gutting, still a good result when all is said and done. Yeah, man. Like, listen, it's still a little bit raw. I know it's an hour after, but fuck me, that was pulsating, wasn't it? And by pulsating, I don't mean end-to-end stuff. It was, I had 999 dialed on my phone. I thought, fuck me, I am after going to call the hospital in a minute. I was an absolute wreck. Composure was at an absolute minimum. 0 times fucking 0. That was my composure. It was embarrassing, but listen, yeah, we got the point. Now the problem with this as well is if we'd have lost today, and it's a point I was going to make, but we'll get into it now, Vic. If we'd have lost today, curtains. Absolute fucking curtains, wasn't it? You go 5 points behind Manchester City after 5 games, a point a fucking game on average. I mean, that's not a great average, is it? Let's absolutely get this right. It's not a great average. But to draw and hold them also away from home, you know, and you look at the season now, you think Aston Villa away, 3 points. Tottenham away, scum, 3 points. Manchester City away, 1 point. I suppose, to be fair, after 5 games, if you'd have kind of said to us, you know, what do you want to take out of them 9 points? How many do you want? If someone said to you, you're going to get 7 out of them 3 away games, do you know what? I think I'd have fucking took it. I think I would have. That's not a bad return at all, considering you'd like to hope, and them games still got to be played. Who knows what the scenarios are going to be when these home games come back? But let's face it. That's not a bad return at all, is it? Yeah. Red card should be happen again. And the window was so bad. We got an 18-year-old coming on with a yellow. We end 2-2. Yeah, listen, man. Like, what's it? Skelly that had I think they were saying in the commentary, wasn't it? It might be the first time a player's come on for his first full debut and already had a yellow card. Now, when he come on, I could just envision him just making a silly, lazy challenge and just getting sent off straight away. But, I mean, thank God that it didn't happen. But that's just absolutely typical of what we've left, or been left, rather, by Arteta. But most likely Edu. It's his job. Apparently, that's what he's saying, to get these players in and get these players sourced. And you look at that bench today, all right, it wasn't a worse entire, but yes, it fucking was a shit bench. What am I talking about? Shit. Absolute shit. The players on it, no good. To sustain it, what are we talking about? 4 competitions. 4. And that was 3 I put up. More on me. 4 competitions with that bench. I don't fucking think so. I absolutely don't think so. We're going to get into that as well. But yeah, big up, man. Big up, fella. In our hands, that game, yeah, that's a devastating thing. Ripped from you, innit? That's what feels so shit. Would have all took a draw. Well, maybe not all of us, but I think the vast majority of us would have, considering we got that victory at Spurs. If we hadn't got a victory at Spurs, it was a fucking must-win game, wasn't it? Must win. That's that. Must fucking win. But we got that victory at Spurs, and it almost sort of left that, you know, away. You get the draw. Not bad, but yeah. Our hearts were fucking ripped out, weren't they? Dougie, geezer, cousin, family in here today, yeah? Take the point, mate. Trossard, silly boy. He's a fucking very silly boy, my man. Big up, fella. Good to see you in the chat, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support, my bro. Listen, I've asked one for me today. Yeah, Rossi. Yeah, I wish it was for me and all. Yeah, I wish it was for me and all, fella. Cancel the fucking stream, eh? I almost want to hide, but I can't fucking do it. Hit the likes, people, for this real one. Appreciate it, fella. Cole, Rossi, I will catch you soon, my man. Thank you very much for your support. Aguna Matata, geezer. It's funny. So many fans out there just happy and some pissed off. But most are like, on to the next. Do you know what? What have we got? Is it Southampton at home? I think the 28th, isn't it? Yeah. Listen, we've got a kind-ish run of fixtures. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Probably should have had them up here. But do you know what? My heart was fucking gone. I didn't fully prep. I think our next couple of fixtures are quite kind. These are games now where we bounce back from this result without Trossard for the next one. To be fair, if it's Southampton at home, whoever at home, let's get that right. We shouldn't need these players. We should be able to now go on a nice, decent little run. We've had a difficult-ish start to the season, but let's fucking face it. Let's face this. We will play each other after 38 games, home and away at the end of the season. I expect us to now go on a nice little run and just see where we can go from this. But do you know what the biggest problem that I find with Arsenal is? And this is especially where we lost the league last season, right? You look at the mini league, right? So let's go Arsenal, Manchester City. We'll throw Liverpool in there for fun, right? So a little mini league last season. We obviously all played each other. Arsenal had 8 points. Manchester City had 3 points. Liverpool had 3 points because they drew with each other. We won home and away against both. That says to me that Arsenal didn't throw the league away against the big boys, but we threw it away against the small boys, against the smaller teams, with all due respect to them smaller teams. Now, this is where it wouldn't surprise me if we go and put in not a blockbuster, rather performance away at Manchester City, but we've done fantastic to get a little point there. But what we've got to guard against now is not dropping any points at home against a pants team in our next game. This is where we've lost the league over the last 2 seasons. We could be going for 3 in a row. Let's get that absolutely fucking correct. We could be going 3 for a row if we weren't losing to West Ham's at home, drawing to Fulham's at home. You know, we've got a big opportunity here to go on a nice little run in the next few games, and let's try and do it. Jayo, what we're saying? I'm an Ipswich fan, lad, in Florida. Big up to you, man. Yeah, hence the time difference. Respect to you, fella. Oh, man, listen. Respect for you for tuning in from Florida, mate. Absolute fucking legend. Let's get that right. And yeah, big up Ipswich. I'll tell you what, they've been pretty good, haven't they, last season? They deserve to be where they are. And I'll tell you what, because of you, I hope they do well, mate. Throw us a link, bro. I wish I knew how to ish. I'd probably be scratching my head, Yeti, not going to lie, like that. And I'd probably ruin the fucking stream for the next 10 minutes because I genuinely haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Guys, yeah, and this brings me on to the next point. Yeah, I'm new to this shit. Apologies for not knowing Yeti. We'll move. Bosh, love you, bro. Though, big up, mate. Absolute big up. I'll get there in the end, mate. I will get there, bro. Dad, what are you saying, my boy? With all the stress you got, don't you wish you were a hammer like your dad? No. Aguna Matata. Love you, Dad. Me bloody waiting for a striker, mate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's been so bloody long, isn't it? I think, was it Aubameyang, the last actual striker we signed under Wenger? Wow. We even had Lundberg in between the other 2 managers. Jesus Christ. Dougie, my boy. Don't kick a man when he's down, Terence. Exactly right. Don't fucking start, Dad. What are you saying? Isn't it? Gunnar, big up, mate. Thank you very much for coming here. We will never win the league like that. No, I suppose, listen, man, in essence, you're absolutely right. Them performances aren't sustainable over the course of a period. I totally agree with you. We just hope that this could be some form of turning point because let's face it, we've had 5 games in the league and a Champions League game. None of them we've really been that convincing. All right, we've not amassed a bad amount of points from the said games. But the problem is that we've not really been entertaining or not really played well at all. Now, that could be sort of thing almost last season-esque, if you want to say, where I can sort of remember about 17, 18 games into the first half of last season. I can sort of remember thinking, fuck me, we're absolutely pants here. And then we sort of turned it on and we kicked on and then we started blowing teams away. And then almost when we realised we might have a chance, we was a little bit more, a little bit more reserved, but still grinding them wins, still grinding big away wins as well. But no, you're absolutely right. Like that, and especially with the discipline, if they don't learn, if these lot do not learn from this, now this happened twice in 2 games now, or 3 games if you want to spread it out. If we get any more yellows or especially reds from fucking kicking the ball away, I mean, where do we go from here? It's almost boiling point then. It's unacceptable. You do it once, all right, yeah, idiot. You do it twice, fucking spastic. You do it 3 times, I mean, you need to be put down. Like if anyone has a vet that they want to take these players to just get them euthanized, I mean, I will pay the bill. Send it to me. I'll pay it. Absolute retards. What we saying? Jace. Jaya, what we got on? Yeah, big up to the geezer. Yeah, the league ended, conceding in the end. I get where you're coming from, fella. I do, mate. I don't 100% disagree with you. I also don't 100% agree with you. I think it ended if we lost. But 2 points behind, a spirited performance in there. I mean, all right, we'll be going in there a little bit flat, because it does feel like flat. But them players will probably wake up tomorrow and go, do you know what? All right, we felt shit immediately after because it felt like it snapped from us. But I'm hoping they'll go into training tomorrow or whatever their regime is and go, do you know what? That actually weren't half bad, was it? Considering Trossard, go to bed. You need 5 days sleep. Wanker, gargoyle. Good Matar. As we know, we await for a title. All I want, then CL, or at the same time. Well, I mean, at the same time is an absolute dream, innit? Let's get that right. That is the absolute dream. I don't know if I see both of them. I don't know if I see either of them, to be honest with you. I think we've kept ourselves in one of them today. I just worry in terms of winning trophies, which I want to do. I haven't been to many Arsenal. I've only had my season ticket for about 4 or 5 years, and I had a season ticket a couple of years before that to see the 2017 FA Cup final, and that was something I will cherish for the rest of my life. Seeing Arsenal lift the trophy, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Now, don't get me wrong, I want the big boys. It's 20 years, man. I was 15 the last time we won the league. I'm 35 now. We need to win something. Whether it's going to be one of the big boys, I don't know. We could have taken a massive step towards that today had we have got that one. You know, had we have kept that clean sheet, rather. Had we have not conceded at the end. I'll speak English in the end. Don't worry, boys. But yeah, I'm after a title. Of course, any trophy will do this season. I feel like we deserve something. We should be winning something, not deserve it. Big up Aaron, DJ Crane. How you doing, my brother? Good to have you over here. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Big up, yeah. Sweet, mate. Over 7 years from Stan. Yeah, listen, man. I'm assuming you might be referencing the 7 years sort of from when he had 100% sort of takeover control at the Arsenal. Yeah, well, it's not even Stan, is it? Let's get it right. The geezer could not give a fuck about it. Like, he don't. Let's get it absolutely right. Stan could not give a fucking shit about Arsenal. What he's done is said, here, son, Joshua, here, do you fancy taking control of the third biggest club in England, one of the world's most renowned football clubs? Here's your fucking toy. Well, happy Christmas, Josh. You've got Arsenal. And, you know, they've put some dough in. You know, they haven't been that much of wankers, I suppose, from them 7 points, if that indeed is what you're on about. But yeah, I mean, this sort of transfer window as well, I sort of half think they made profit this year. You know, they made profit, and I'm sort of kind of thinking, are they sort of like done maybe with Arteta? It's a little theory, possibly. It's such a pivotal window, this sort of summer transfer window, and I thought Man City were there for the taking, you know, and everyone in my chat sort of said striker, and a couple were available, some weren't, but you know, you could have tested the waters with an Isak. Sorry, Mama. You could have paid the fucking release clause for Gyökeres, who's on fire again. Now, there's no guarantees either of work. Let's get that right. But that's the ambition. And it's almost like they've gone, do you know what? We are an absolute established 4th place team now. We're going to get Champions League money every year. The revenue's going up. There's more games now in the Champions League, more stadium revenue, more little fucking cretins going to the stadium that shouldn't really be there, spending 500 quid in the fucking armory, and then that's that. They've got the money there. But also, you look at the terms of the money. You know, they've sold their soul from the training ground to be sold with realty. They've had the Adidas new deal over the last couple of years. The same with the Fly Emirates. I don't know why I pointed because that's JVC. They've got a lot of money in now. Also, from the books, the PSR and the profit and stability. Sorry, the FFP. They've also had a lot of the crap seasons taken off. So the year without no Europa football. The 2 disastrous campaigns, thank you, Mikel, of Europa League. They're off now. You know, we're now a money-making machine, and now we're making profit in the transfer window. And a season where Manchester City are looking at us in Liverpool and going, you absolute fucking melts. We ain't even barely spent anything. We've just not recalled, they'd signed and then had him back Savinho, and they just signed Gundogan on a free. And they're laughing at us. They're thinking we were there for the taking, you absolute fucking pillocks, you dipshits. And what did Arsenal and Liverpool do? They shit their pants, mate. That's what we both done. I don't give a shit about Liverpool. I care that Arsenal shit their pants, and mate, they fucking curled an absolute stinker in their Calvin Kleins. Let's get that right. Vic, yeah, my nerves are still not settled, mate. Me too. Fucking me too, brother. I wanted to go sit in the shed for the last few minutes. Yeah, hopefully you got a nice fucking shed. And wait for the final whistle. Not easy to watch with 10 men against them, especially. It was hard work, wasn't it? Absolute hard work, my brother. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't want to go and sit in my shed, mate. I fucking hate spiders, and that is absolutely riddled with them, mate. I don't think you could pay me 10 grand to go sit in there for an hour. Fuck that. Good Matata. But I've been told this year is a year we win big because Stan the man is best. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, mate. Yeah, Stan the man. Yeah, he's silent Stan. He's been around Arsenal, you know, for the best for over 10 years, well over 10 years, and still remains silent. Couldn't give a shit. That's why. But Josh comes out. Oh, his little son here is Arsenal for Christmas, Joshy boy. It is Arsenal for Christmas, Josh. Do you like your Christmas present, Josh? Oh, yeah. But Josh comes out and says, "I'll be excited for what? Be excited for what? Finishing second twice in a row. I'm fucking giddy. Well done. I'm giddy. All they've done is upgrade Arsene Wenger's 4th place trophy to fucking 2nd. But nothing's in the cabinet. You cannot convince normal Arsenal fans that this is fucking success. Success was in 2019 with Emery's team and Arteta won it. Fair dues to him. Don't take any credit from it. But come on, no success since. 800 plus million spent. Come on, what are we fucking doing? Craig, my boy, how are you doing, my man? Legend. Oh, whoop. Legend. Wrong way. Martinelli was a lot better today. Yeah, man, and we'll get into a little bit of Martinelli in a little bit. He hasn't been great for fucking 18 months, has he? I'll tell you what, let's get into Martinelli now. Martinelli, do you know what? He got an assist today, but let's not fucking beat around the bush. You know, it weren't like he's just pinged a 90-yard cross that was absolutely unbelievable and left all our jaws dropping and dribbled down the fucking side of it, is it? Do you know what I mean? It was just a layoff. But they all count, I guess. Calafiori, he's the star of that show, isn't he? Absolute star of that show. But Martinelli, yeah, his work rate is never questionable, mate. We speak about it. His work rate isn't questionable. The problem is he's not a fucking left wing back. Martinelli is not a left wing back. He's a fucking forward. Now, granted, he's absolutely fantastic when he pegs back. His work rate is, you know, it's almost second to none. But the chances that he's missing, one against Tottenham, fluff your lines, Atlanta in the first half, you know, all right, that first half chance, but get it on target. Test the keeper. Give him a fucking, you know, give him something to do. Ask a question of him. And then in the second half, I mean, he's fucking got I don't even know the rugby terms. I was going to say a try. I don't even know what that is. But he's fucking hoofed it like it was a rugby goal, is what I'm getting at. It's embarrassing. But today, you know, he didn't obviously have any opportunities, really. I can't remember to fuck up. But we need more from this guy. Now, listen, he got his assist today. It's 1st and 17, I believe. I read a stat. I haven't fact-checked it, but that's a possibility. It's 1st and 17. It's 1st of the season. That is fact-checked. He's got no goals and 1 assist now. We want more from him, you know. I was thinking, for the vast majority of this season, who the fuck is this number 11? He must have the 21-22 season Martinelli locked up in his fucking basement or something. I mean, honestly, someone needs to run a DNA test on this geezer. Like, I'm sure it's just, like, not even him. But I don't know. Hopefully, from this performance, he can kick on a little bit, you know. He's got his little pass assist, whatever you want to fucking do it. Hopefully, and he did play all right today. He did play right. I don't really blame any of the attackers in the second half because it was very, very, very difficult for any of them to get in there the way we were set up and going down to 10 men. Go to bed, Trossard, you fucking little goblin. Yeah, you know, in his last 18 months, though, Martinelli, rather. Let's go back to Martinelli. He's been a dipshit in front of goal. He's been an absolute dipshit. Last season, 6 goals, 4 assists. It is not good enough. 18 months, 6 goals, 5 assists. Not fucking good enough. Like, we can't. This squad is so bare bones. Thank you, Edu. Fuck you, Edu. Squad so bare bones. We can't afford passengers in this first 11. And he's been a bit of a passenger now. He's had a good game today, but as a season overall, he's a fucking absolute passenger. He's been shocking for 18 months. Come on. If we can all look at ourselves and fuck top gooners, you can all look at yourselves and you'll just go, oh, but Arteta's got a master plan for him. Fuck off. You ain't no Oasis. There's no master plan. He's just playing shit, you fucking knobend. Look at ourselves in the mirror and we'll go, do you know what? He actually has been shit, isn't he, for 18 months? He just has been shit. Name me one game where he's been, when we thought, do you know what? Fuck me, Martinelli. I'll tell you what, unplayable today. In the last 18 months. Someone, please, peg it in the chat. Please. I want to be proven wrong. I love Martinelli. But we've got to call this little fucker out. Like, he's been shit. Absolutely shit. But I thought Mikel Arteta was also good with wingers. Why has he regressed so much? I thought Mikel Arteta was the fucking man to get the most out of these wingers. Why has he regressed so much? Whose fault is it? Both of them, probably. Who knows? Let's go back to the chat anyway. Martinelli, yeah. Love you, but fucking piss me off at times, mate. Yeah, big up, brother. Hope you're doing well, mate. Going to Real. See, we're rubbish and we couldn't beat them. Yeah. Do you know what? Again, almost like sort of what I said earlier. Yeah, they were almost there for the taking, but considering, yeah, my head's all over the place. Yeah, considering, you know, I'll take the draw considering, but fuck me, it's a gutter. But I know where you're coming from, Gooner, mate. I do. 18, won the title. 38, now wear my title, but stay excited. Yeah, I know. That's a classic little Josh, isn't it? Be excited. Be excited. Be excited for absolutely fucking what? What are we going to be excited for? I'm yet to be excited. I've got loads of energy. I'm easily fucking excitable. Make me excited then, you fucking cunts. Oh, sorry. Fuck off. I ain't sorry. Cunts. How are you, Yeti, bro? Hope all is well, bro. Yeah, hope you're well too. Dougie. Love you, mate. You're doing your thing. Yeah, trying to. We're just still seeing if it's for me. Do you know what I mean? Shame you're a Gooner. Shame you're a Chelsea fan. LOL. You got 2 Champions Leagues, but you have been shit for about 3 years. So buzzing for me. But you still got 2 Champions Leagues. That's a gutter. See you when the Blues host you in November. Yeah, hopefully it's a little bit better than that 2-2 draw, mate. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully Mudryk don't fluke a little winner there. Or a little winner. Sorry, yeah, that was for 2-0, wasn't it? You want to hope it don't turn out like 5-0 when we took the piss out of you. To be fair, that game I was absolutely devastated we didn't get the 6 as a little bit of payback for Wenger's 100th game. But yeah, you know, we move. All good guys on Cloud 9 still unbeaten. Yeah, man, you must be absolutely fucking buzzing with that, man. Nottingham Forest, great start to the season. Almost shows what a little bit of ambition in the football club can get you, innit, boys? Because Nottingham Forest, they're showing a little bit of ambition. And I'll tell you what, fair dues to them. They are moving well, mate. Good luck to them. Aces, Marquesa, Bolton, Leicester, PSG, Southampton. Yeah, sorry, yeah. So I've got the Southampton Leicester games, yeah, sort of split around, yeah. You know, that with a Bolton, yeah, I mean, you expect obviously heavy changes, don't you? Leicester, you expect to dispatch. I'm sure that's 2 home games in a row, isn't it? Obviously, well, 3. Well, actually, all 4 of them actually were all home games in a row. I meant the 2 league games. We should be starting a run of form now, especially in the Premier League, you know, and that PSG game as well, just for the Champions League. You know, I always wanted us to win that Atlanta game. David Raya actually saved us from losing it. Fair dues to him. We'll get into David Raya and all at some stage because, yeah, phenomenal he's been. But yeah, Papa, what you saying, bro? Why has Arsenal not really forked out on a world-class recognised striker? Fuck knows. Saka is class, but come on, Dad, mate. Listen, you and millions of other Arsenal fans are asking exactly the same question. The only person it ain't drilling into is fucking is Arteta and Edu. Dougie, honest thoughts on Sterling deal, mate. I was on a stream. With Jez, I think Kenny and someone else, I can't think. And then once I'd left it, literally the second I looked on Twitter and I see there was a Sterling sort of like some sort of link of him saying, your manager didn't want him anymore. And my gut fucking sank because I knew, I was like, he's coming to Arsenal. He's absolutely coming to Arsenal. That second, that Maresca, is it? The second Maresca goes, yeah, we don't want him, I went, he's fucking coming here. I absolutely knew it. Just one of them factual things. It stank of an Arsenal signing, that Sterling. Mate, you think in the last, we've signed God knows how many Chelsea rejects in the past. We've signed Jesus and Zinchenko from Manchester City. Manchester City rejects. Sterling's played for both of them. Super fucking reject. Of course we were going to sign him. Of course we were. Of course we were fucking going to sign him, man. It's a joke. Oh, little fucking T-Rex didn't even get on today, did he? Weren't even trusted to come on the fucking field. Did fucking Jurassic Sterling, mate. Ridiculous. Goodness or not, I'm off, but Juice tonight, come solo. Mate, I will fucking do my best. What time? What time is it? And I will do my best to get over there, man. 100%. Go give this geezer a follow as well. Guna Matata, mate. He's a geezer. We lost the league to our former manager, Unai Emery. Yeah, that's it, mate. I was at that stadium. I was in the stadium at the time. And the second, I was sitting in the North Bank. So the first half, obviously, they're attacking the other end. And I saw the Trossard attempt. And I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. And you know, just when you know things, I was like, wow. Like, that might come back to bite us in the arse. And then that 1-0 went down. And from there, you just almost... you just feel like you're sick and tired of reading the same old book and you know exactly what's going to happen. Then the 2-0 goes in and you think, here we go. We all knew the league was lost that day. Any true Arsenal fan, fuck off with all the bollocks. Yes, mathematically, there was still games to go, but we all know what City are like. We all know the monster and the machine that they are. When they get into that last stretch, they press forward. They are fucking unstoppable. And do you know what? We had a really, really good end to the season, bar that game. We really did, but not good enough. It just wasn't. As much as you want to say or can say or anyone can say, you know, fair dues. And it was a really strong effort. It still was not good enough. Absolutely not. But yeah, you are 100% right, Gunnaria. 150% right. Press invite gives you the link. Just press. I'll tell you what, Yeti, my brother. I'm not being anything. I'll keep the flow of my thing going here. I'll message you off stream or whatever. I just don't want to throw myself off and then not be able to pick myself back on. But let us know how to do it. Probably we'll have a little chat off stream and then we'll go from there another time, my bro. I'm not being a knob. I just need to carry on, my bro. Love, big love. Long-haired Yeti's Cave, yeah? Subscribe to the geezer if you haven't already. He's a fucking absolute legend, yeah? Don't drop, yeah. Sorry, mate, yeah, like I said, I don't really, yeah. Legend. Subscribe to the geezer. J.O., what we saying? I'm an Arsenal fan, just Ipswich born and raised. Sorry, my man. I'm proud of Ipswich, though. Fucking right, you should be. Let's get it right. They are a big club. Do you know what I remember? I can't think what sort of year was it, like 2000. It was like early noughties, wasn't it? The Ipswich, where they came up, and I'm sure they ended up finishing like 6th or 8th or something like that. And I'm sure by Christmas, I think they were even in the Champions League places. I'm fairly certain that's all right. You know, I might have someone in the chat tell me otherwise, but fair dues, mate. Yeah, fair dues. I'm glad they're Ipswich are back up. Matt, what we saying, mate? Hello, mate. We were on early doors a few weeks back. Glad you were doing. Oh yeah. I do. Glad you're doing your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. Give this geezer a subscribe. Sorry. Yeah, Bournemouth fan. Yeah, absolutely. Remember you, man. Big up. Thank you very much for coming in, mate. Always appreciated, fella. Aces. Fraud Teta. Yeah, blaming Michael Oliver for the draw. Now, listen, this is unacceptable. I actually didn't know this. I was sort of setting up this channel. I was sort of setting up this sort of stream. So I really haven't seen any of the, any of the match reaction or whatever from the manager or the players or whatever. But if he is, I mean, come on. What are you doing? Why can't you just accept that, it was a great draw. It wasn't Michael Oliver's fault. It just, these things happen. 45 minutes away at Manchester City with 10 men at their gaff, and they're purring, Sometimes these goals happen, Come on. He's let himself down if he's done that, Mikel Arteta blaming him. Why didn't he just come out and just go, do you know what? Well fucking done. Well fucking done, boys. Instead of blaming everyone else. That is bullshit, innit? And I'm sure you agree with me, Aces, mate. Liverpool. Who is Liverpool? Yeah, who the fuck are they? Who are Liverpool? Yeah. Calafiori goal was beautiful. Listen, yeah, absolutely, geezer. I will cheers you to that, and I know you'll appreciate it. Have a little bit of Stella. Agging for that for the last 46 minutes and 10 seconds I have. I've been yammering on. Right. Mama Flossie, my girl. It really was, Yeti. It really fucking was. Absolute quality. Not sure if he meant it, but what a goal. Listen, I think he meant it, didn't he? You know, he meant it. He meant it. Come on, Yeti, for fuck's sake, he meant it, didn't he? You're absolutely right about Martinelli. Yeah, his morale is super low. Listen, yeah, it's on the floor almost, but it's almost more hope and expectation. You just really hope that the geezer can pick up from here, you know, and sort of get something else going. Mama, Ipswich were awesome under Sir Bobby. That they absolutely were. Let's get that right. So I also want to have a little talk about Arteta and his in tactical subs. So it was a lot difficult. It was really difficult, actually, for him to do anything in the second half. So we obviously, Trossard has let us down, massively let us down. And his like-for-like subs of late are also so absolutely painful to see. Does anyone in the chat think that he could have done anything different? Because I just think he was almost handed the cards he was dealt with. Now, some people I've spoke to post-game have said that he should have maybe still carried on playing a bit more attacking and openness. I personally, I sort of think that he's looked at that half-time like a fucking turtle, gone into his shell and gone, do you know what? This game ain't for us today. Let's just defend with our hearts. I don't actually know how I feel about that, to be perfectly honest with you people. It's I don't know whether that's good or whether it's bad in-game management. But one thing I can tell you, overall, is Mikel Arteta is, by 150% doubt, the worst in-game manager I've ever seen in my life. They're boring. They're predictable substitutions. Today, I don't think we could pin him in that, you know. Like I said, I think his hands are tied behind his back. But it's not good. It's not really sort of good from the manager. Also, against Manchester City, it's also worth noting Arteta's record there. All right, you know, the last 3 games, look, it hasn't been too bad, has it? You've got 1 win, 2 draws. But it doesn't make for bad reading when I read out these stats, yeah? So it's Manchester City, since Arteta has been manager, 7 wins, 3 draws, and 1 Arsenal win. In that time, at the City ground, it's 14-2 on aggregate. At the Emirates, it's 10-3 on aggregate. 24-5. I mean, is that progression? Is that what we've spent 850 million for? You know, when Arteta took place? I don't know. I don't know if he's the geezer to push us forward, but what we've got to appreciate is, you know, it really, really, really was half decent push forward for him today. And you know what? Fair fucking dues to him. Fair dues to him. I am going to close up in a second. But before I close up, I want to just give out our every single week. We're going to do a wanker of the week. All right. And last week, we had the Tottenham fan that in the tube station glassed his own fucking Tottenham fan trying to get an Arsenal fan. What a spastic. But this week, the Wanker of the Week award goes to the Arsenal PR team, right? So, like a lot of you watching, signed up to Arsenal. I woke up on Friday to see yet again, another Arsenal collection out, right? But this time I see it was 89 collection. I thought, do you know what? 89 collection, yeah, that's a fucking bit of me. This one intrigued me because you know what? Not only was it the year that I was born, it was a year that maybe was the climax of the greatest season, the greatest last game we will ever see in not only just English Football League history, not only in Arsenal League history, but football history as well. When I think of 89, I think of yellow because I can see that Anfield game. When I think of the football, I think of Lukic rolling the ball out to Dicko. I think of Dicko looking up and hooping it to Smudge. Smith taking it down, and I think of him seeing a run by Mickey Thomas. And then I see him picking that ball out. I see Mickey Thomas controlling it, trying to actually lob it over Nichol's head, and it ricocheting off of him and putting him through. I hear 6 words. 5 again. 6 words. It's all up for grabs now. And I see Mickey Thomas baiting out Grobler and flicking it over to him. Flicking it over his left-hand side. And 2-0. I see him doing an absolute spastic celebration, but who wouldn't in that occasion? Arsenal winning 2-0, unheard of. So I look on there, I'm thinking, do you know what? I think I'm going to buy some of this merch. Yeah, let's have a little look because 89 is fantastic. What have you got? Maybe a replica shirt? Nah. I click on it and there's about 11 items. After wading through Win the Fucking Dog merch and wading through God knows how much of shit on that fucking website, I see Alan Smith sat there with a couple of other players in fucking beige. I looked on there and thought, oh, maybe that's just a collection. I've clicked on it and it's just all beige crap. It couldn't be any more disrespectful to that 89 season, probably the greatest fucking season of anything in football, in history, and something that means astronomical amounts to me and to all you Arsenal fans. And there's not even a fucking hint of yellow in there. You, Arsenal PR team, whoever the head of it, and whoever your little minions filtering down, fucking wanker of the week. Hang your head in absolute shame. You fuckers. You absolute wankers. How could you destroy the 89 collection and you ain't even got a bit of yellow in there? Come on. Absolute scumbags. Mama, I love that. I love that. You love that. I fucking hate it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, Lee, my boy. My absolute geezer. Well, listen, I've been going whinging, and I'm sure you're all fucking fed up of it and all for 53, 54, 55 minutes. I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to release you. Thank you very, very, very much for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Family as well, friends as well. There's some absolute superstars that I've seen in the chat. Thank you very much for listening to me whinge about the Arsenal game. I'm going to try and make it a bit of a regular thing after the games. Sorry. I think I'll try to do some player ratings, trying to get myself out a bit more. I'm still figuring it out, people. But yeah, more content will come. And please don't ever forget that I'm absolutely grateful for every single one of your views and will always be until I keep doing this. Absolute fucking legends, people. I'm going to put the outro. It's only a couple of seconds. And I will see you on the next one, yeah? Big up, everyone.